I was asked by Meg Falk, who was part of the Office of Family Policy, along with a lot of other family members back in November of 2001, if I would participate as kind of a focus group or steering committee with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers when they were doing the design competition early on. So that was the first part of being involved in this project, was being on a group of family members that acted as a steering committee for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers to work with them on the design competition. I then was fortunate enough to be one of the 2 family members on the jury that helped pick the winning design, and then one thing led to another, and you're president of the Pentagon Memorial Fund trying to raise $32 million to build the memorial. So it just kind of evolved over time.
Tell me a little bit about where your brother was on that day and a little bit about that.
Dave was a civilian working for the Department of the Army. My father was career Army, so we moved all around the country, but Dave was a civilian, civil servant. He was on the E-ring, first floor, right where the plane came through, so just in the wrong place at the wrong time. He had just moved into that office because that area had just been renovated maybe a month before, and actually their family had just moved to the area maybe 8 months before from Arizona. So again, it's just one of those things. He was just in the wrong place at the wrong time at any number of levels. And the board of directors are all family members. I'm the only one well, myself and another woman were the only ones that didn't lose a spouse. And so what might normally take a company maybe a month to put together, we took about 6 or 7 months to kind of get the fundraising infrastructure in place, the contracts, the website, all the things that we wanted to do. We kicked off our fundraising in April of 2004, 4.5 years ago. Anheuser-Busch gave us a lead gift of $1 million, which was critical because it gave us credibility and gave us legitimacy. And we've started fundraising ever since. We've talked to large corporations and foundations. We've gotten gifts from school children around the country, around the world. It's just amazing the people that have contributed to this, but it's primarily been corporations and foundations, donations of $100,000 or more that have led to this effort. AT&T, my company, who I work for, Accenture, has allowed me to work on this the last 5 years. Their donation has been my time.
The total cost is $40.
The construction cost is $22 million, and we want to put another $10 million into an endowment to help maintain it forever. So even though it's on the grounds of the Pentagon will maintain it. The family members feel very strongly about making sure there's an endowment there to help maintain it forever. There's some years I was 50% Accenture, 50% the Pentagon Memorial Fund, but it has been pretty much my full-time focus since probably September of 2003. And in the last 6 months, I've worked on nothing else but this, in terms of wrapping up the fundraising, planning for the dedication, planning for a dinner where we're going to recognize our donors and invite family members to come and thank the donors for what they've allowed us to do, the night before. We're going to have it at the National Building Museum, which was where the jury met to pick the final design, so it's nice that we're coming full circle back to that.